NewsReal and Yalek here, Wednesday, April 6, 2022. Real news real quick. Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced at the U.S.-Mexico border today that Texas will use 900 chartered buses to ship illegal immigrants to Washington, D.C. The governor said he's fed up with illegal aliens released into small Texas towns by the Biden administration, and he'll drop them off at the U.S. Capitol steps. The U.S. rolled out new financial sanctions on Wednesday against Russia that President Biden said would place lasting penalties on the country's economy. The sanctions single out Putin's family, including his 2 adult daughters, and block transactions by Russia's state lender Sberbank and private bank Alfa Bank. The Supreme Court on Wednesday upheld a Trump-era EPA rule which limits states and tribes from vetoing projects that could impact their waters. The ruling was 5-4, with Chief Justice Roberts joining the court's 3 liberal justices in dissent. Russian forces have fully withdrawn from Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, as Moscow prepares to concentrate its invading forces in the eastern part of the country. Utah Senator Mitt Romney made clear today that unless the Senate votes on an amendment to keep the Title 42 border restrictions in place as part of a $10 billion COVID funding bill, the Republicans will block consideration of the bill altogether. A recent survey by independent pollster Levada showed that more than 80% of Russian civilians support Russia's military actions in Ukraine. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Alexander Grushko said Wednesday that he hopes common sense would prevent Latvia and Lithuania from acting on an EU threat by closure of their borders with Russia and Belarus, because that would blockade Russia's westernmost exclave, Kaliningrad, and would result in a broadening of the war. Led by Elaine Luria of Virginia, a group of House Democrats on Wednesday outlined their opposition to a new nuclear deal with Iran, warning that the Biden administration's soft negotiating stance meant there were no guarantees Tehran's hardline rulers wouldn't build a nuclear bomb, while lifting sanctions would mean money flowing to terrorist proxies. And finally, Twitter is finally developing a feature that will allow users to edit tweets. Tesla CEO Elon Musk, both a Twitter fan and critic, revealed a 9.2% stake in the company and joined its board yesterday. Musk asked his followers in a poll if they wanted the feature. And that's the way the world is